How about now? Is there sound now? Is there sound now? I'm pretty sure there's sound now. So let's we could retake all of that. Yeah, let's do. How's everyone doing? I'm out here talking to myself. Oh, there we go. There we go. G3, what's going on? Crypto Warden, what's going on? Let me restart everything. Let me just restart everything. Because okay, 2-3 minutes into this thing, maybe I was just talking to anyone, but you know, it's for anyone who's watching live. What's going on, Hadair? What's going on, Crypto's Lemon? Thank you so much. I'm gonna be sure to check this out next time. Again, this is a new thing right now. Crypto Warden and G3 Tech. What's going on? Yeah, so I wanted to do more market updates. I wanted to cover more news, but I didn't really want to do a um, dedicated video. I kind of like those just to share my opinions. Plus, I think I'm getting botted by you know, I guess bots. I think people are botting my channel, so I think it's messing with the algorithm. But I just like doing the updates anyway live. So if you guys are here, for any of you guys here or in the future, I do no announcements on this. I just want to do it for future videos. So I'm going to make sure to include timestamps on this to help everyone out. Now, let's get right into this thing, guys. And by the way, be sure to like, subscribe. I'm not your financial advisor. All of the disclosures, and I'm going to another live today at 11 p.m. So that's in about 3 hours or so, 2.5 hours for CNFTs, and to talk more of that. So if that's interesting to you, be sure to do that. Okay, so we're talking about the Bitcoin 23.3. A lot of people are calling this a bear market rally. I exercise extreme caution, especially right now when we're facing a lot of headwinds, especially in the macroeconomic environment. There's just too much for me to say like, okay, yeah, the bull run is back on. This is what is a lot of people consider a bull trap, right? Like people, this is nothing. 23.3, 23.6, it's nothing in the grand scheme of where we are right now. So if for me, I'm taking profit here. I'm selling what's left of my Bitcoin. So I'm sitting in a lot of stablecoin right now. Actually, 90% of my portfolio is in stablecoin right now. Maybe the last is like in Cardano, I think. And so that's what I think this is. This is the month, we see multiple touch points at 21,000, and we see multiple dips. I assume that this is going to introduce, it could go up a little more, but I assume it's another dip coming along the way. I don't think this bull run is back on, especially when the FOMC meeting, Fed meeting is coming up July 27th. I don't think that's, I think they're going to interest rate hike 75 basis points or 1 whole percentage. So I don't think that's good. Fear and greed index is at 31, lot more confidence compared to last month at 9, but still pretty fearful. I'm in this camp right here. And I thought this was an interesting chart to know. This is the inflows of money into crypto more specifically. And we see last week, right? This is a chart. This came out yesterday, but this is a chart for last week. We lost $2.6 million. And the total this month, we lost 5.8 out of Bitcoin. But last week, we lost also 2.5 out of Ethereum, which I thought that was very interesting as well. Okay, now my video is not showing. Okay, there we go. Now my video is good. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. And then this is interesting. Canada, they're scared, man. The $13 million outflowed from Canada last week, but 20 million from United States inflowing back. You know, very aggressive trading happening there. Now, if we're going to the meat and potatoes of the video today, we've got some really interesting news. I thought this was a really fascinating bullish investment news. Okay, so right here we're seeing blockchain security firm Halborn raises 90 million in a Series A funding. So there's multiple series in funding or initial fundraising, and this Halborn, it's a blockchain security firm, apparently raised $90 million. So this tells me a couple things, right? This tells me, one, there is a future for cryptocurrency that is there's a future here that we should be interested in. Okay, let me see if I can zoom this back in here. There we go. And that future is that, hey, okay, people are still willing to invest in crypto. It's just not the right time. But if a blockchain security company is coming into it, yeah, maybe that makes a lot of sense. I think we have to think about what is the real need for for the future of cryptocurrency. And I think a need is security. Like you see all these people getting hacked, all these people are getting scammed. There's no regulation. So investing in blockchain security sounds like a good idea. And I think a lot of people thought this because that's why it's $90 million here. And so, yeah, news comes in, investment crypto startups have dried up amid market decline. So I don't think people are investing in like the, crappy coins or like, oh yeah, there's a metaverse, a new metaverse or whatever. But this has a real use case. So I kind of see it as really, really bullish news here. It's like investing in a police department in a high crime area. Okay. And so I think the lesson to be drawn here is what is the biggest need right now in the crypto space, and I think that's security. And a lot of people are willing to invest in, and that's just the first round of a company that's not even started yet. So I did no research on this company, but I do see that there is a big need right now. And so Crypto's 11, thanks for the sound, brother. So I got you with that one. So let's just keep on going here in domain hostage news. I thought this was just interesting. Amazon .eth ENS domain owner disregards a $1 million USDC buyout offer on OpenSea. So someone offered $1 million for this domain, Amazon.eth, and they denied it. I think that's funny. So on Tuesday, the Ethereum Name Service ENS domain received an offer for $1 million, and someone didn't, and they got denied. I think that's right. I think Amazon is massive, and so I think more people in the future, when Amazon does decide to move into it, they might not do anything with the domain, just to buy it, just to protect it, right, from scams or whatever, because for whatever reason. And so I think domain trading is very interesting. Here's another one here. Ethereum Name Service collector buys sony.eth for $72,000. That's a good play. I think that's funny because it's kind of like if you were having a baby and you told your best friend that you were naming their baby like Maverick. Everyone, it seems, around me is naming their baby boy Maverick, maybe because of Top Gun. But before you're able to announce that name, your friend is like, I'm going to announce it before you, and you better pay me. It's like holding the baby name hostage. And I think the lesson to be drawn here is that we should be investing in things that we think big companies will need. And I think domains are that. Or even not even big companies, maybe smaller or large companies. Like it doesn't have to be an Amazon, but Amazon.Cardano, Amazon. I mean, I don't know. Like there might be some stuff here that we could play against these massive in-demand names, and trading like that might be something that's very interesting as well. So Ethereum, sony.eth, and Amazon.eth, very, very interesting plays there. Now in what's it called? Coin hostage news here. We see that Scaramucci, who's like the CEO of Skybridge, which is a fund, an investing firm, and they specialize in hedge fund solutions, opportunistic investment vehicles. They're just like, they manage people's wealth and they invest it for people. So the leader of this, the CEO, the founder here, he's pausing withdrawals, and he's dealing with a lot of heat for it, right? Like it says, Anthony Scaramucci has reassured investors that his company's fund narrow withdrawal pause is temporary. Heard that before. And he further stressed that no assets were at risk of liquidation, as affected fund is not leveraged. Heard that before too. I think that's all fake news. I think that's what he has to say, right? Speculation persists that the move is due drops in crypto policies. Scaramucci contends it has more to do with difficulties involved in selling private stocks. Yeah, okay. All right. At this point, I don't believe any of these guys. At this point, if it's not your keys, it's not your coin. And so that just falls in line with that. And in other news with not your keys, not your coin, Celsius lawyers claim users gave up legal rights to their crypto. That's that's crazy. So check this out. Celsius's 1.7 million registered users across 100 companies gave up the title to their crypto they deposited in the earn and borrow account, according to the firm's lawyers. Now, here is the details of it. The earn and borrow accounts right here are details. Under terms of use, title to coins is transferred to Celsius, and Celsius is entitled to use, sell, pledge, and rehypothecate those coins. And those are for these two borrow and earn programs. That's not true for the custody program. Title remains with customer, and Celsius cannot use coins without instructions from the customer. So that's just to keep it. But the earn and borrow programs, it tends to take that in. What's going on, guys? Have we seen the bottom already? Actually, there's more. Let me get to that. Let me finish this piece out. But thanks for asking. What to take on Cult Down, mate? Never heard of it. Never heard of it, brother. But yeah, I thought that was just pathetic, honestly. It's like being in it's like driving and parking your car in one of those 4-car parking garages, and the owner of the garage then comes around and says, "Hey, these are all my cars now." It's like, what? Why? So the lesson here is definitely not your keys, not your coin. An old but true statement. Get those keys or get those coins out of these yield farming things, out of these exchanges, out of all of it. Put it in your cold storage wallet. Put on the big boy pants on, and take care of your own coins, and forget about, it's not worth it, especially in this market. If you have it in one of these yield things, centralized yield farming things, returns, you are at serious risk because the market could still drop, and if they're leveraged, everyone's caught with their pants around their ankles. Okay, except for you. Put your big boy pants on, get that thing in your own wallet, and just sit out of it for a little bit. It's not worth the 0.5 APY or whatever everyone dropped it to, 1%, 2%. It's not worth it in the big scheme of things. So I just don't think it's worth that. So yeah, so let's talk about the low. Is the low in, right? New Finder reports suggest Bitcoin could crash as low as 13,000 before year end. Okay, so some long-term predictions of 2025 and 2030. People predict 300,000, above 300,000. But there's a lot of experts say that there's still darker days ahead. And this is kind of what we're talking about right now. Like, hey, right now everything is good, but this trend can't continue forever. This is unrealistic to just say, okay, bull run is back on without any real major players. And this is kind of some of that stable coin bullish news that I wanted to get to. And this was done by Will Clementi. And he says this: in my opinion, the most compelling chart in crypto, when large amounts of stablecoins are on the sidelines relative to crypto's market cap, market predictions have to chase the rally higher. When there's a lot of stablecoins to deploy, but no one left to buy, the market runs out of new buyers. So he's saying here, let me pull this up. I don't know if I can mark this. Oh yeah, good. So he's saying here that this right here is the amount of stablecoins that are being bought. And you see this upward trending line of people buying stablecoins. But you see these, so compared to Bitcoin, you see this downwards sloping trend here. So he's saying that this right here, people are using to buy into crypto right now, especially when we went over a $1 trillion market cap to crypto in general. But once we see this red line go down with stablecoins, that's when we know they're entering into the market into Bitcoin and Ethereum. But right now it's sitting at a high right now. So everyone's sitting on the side. Everyone's sitting, in their stablecoins on the side. And it's like you ever been to a party where like there's no food put out, but everyone's kind of hanging out and everyone's hungry, but then the server of the party, the host of the party, puts the food out on the table and everyone's just kind of watching to see who's going to make the first move. And then once someone makes that first move, then it's a feeding frenzy. That's what I think is happening here. I think people are just waiting on the sideline, just waiting, looking around. We're all ready to make the move. We all got, I mean, a lot of big players are sitting in stablecoin ready to make this move. But yeah, I think before that we have dark times ahead. So maybe the lesson here is like, be prepared for more blood, but when the market is ready, be on the lookout for these stablecoin moves, especially when we're looking at market inflows like this first chart here. When these inflows start pouring in, that's probably when the best time to do that is. Another way to do that is to see when money starts flowing into the system is a Fed reversal. In my opinion, I think that's a big deal. I think a Fed reversal is a massive deal for QE. You know what I mean? Like pumping money back into the market. So I think you're right. I think that BTC is a bull trap right now. And got to be careful. Gotta just take your time here. So that's just a personal opinion here. So don't take that as financial advice. That's just what my thoughts are. Now let's get to the play of the day. This is a very risky segment that I hesitate on, but whatever. I'm a degen. you shouldn't listen to me anyway for financial advice. Don't copy this. This is just something that I personally am doing, and I'm going to start posting more in the High Rollers Club. If you want to be part of that, you have to apply. A lot of people don't get in. So yeah, this is just a play I'm doing. You can judge it if it's stupid or if it's correct. I don't care. This is just something that I'm doing. I'm in a different financial position as you, so you shouldn't take this as financial advice. But here is the play. I've been into CNFTs, so if you are interested into learning more about Cardano, NFTs trading on Cardano network, I'll be doing another live stream in about 2 hours here with some of my friends. And I'm going to be buying into this thing, Hungry Cows by MuleSwap. It's a new mint that has happened yesterday. I'm not being paid for this, so this is just something I'm doing just to put it out there. And MuleSwap is a swap on Cardano. Oh, this is not a good representation of it. So there you go. And it's a swap on Cardano, just like Pancake Swap or whatever. And I think that's funny because like millennials are getting hold of financial like businesses now. And so, you know, back in the day, people were naming banks like Wells Fargo and, you know, JP Morgan or, you know, like Goldman Sachs. These are like the financial industry names. Chase, ooh, you know, like Bank of America. Now it's like Pancake Swap or MuleSwap, and we're going to use cows. And so what they did is basically they're having a mint tomorrow, public mint July 20th, and they're minting at 50 ADA. Now, they minted the first round at 45 ADA, and now the current floor is sitting at 64 ADA, so that's a 20 ADA increase, so about a 50% increase. It was at 75 ADA, so that's a little more than 50%. But if you're minting at 50 ADA, hopefully we could sell it at 64 to 75 to 85 ADA, and then that's like maybe about a 50% increase. So that's what I'm planning to do. I want to see if I can mint into Hungry Cows, immediate sell for 50% ADA profit, and just call it a day. Because I'm not sure what I feel about these. Like, they look too dumb. Honestly, they look like a cereal commercial, and I don't know if there's a lot of art or effort or whatever put into it. Maybe someone who's bullish on MuleSwap or these Hungry Cows can convince me of otherwise later tonight. Otherwise, that's kind of just my thought on that. Just a random degen play of the day. So yeah, I hope you guys are interested in that. Corgi, yeah, there's gonna be let me just answer some of the questions in the chat. Yes, there is a giveaway today on the live stream tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's about 2 hours and 10 minutes from now. So I'll be doing some giveaways there. I have got a prize. Previous 2 giveaways. G3, that's right. Let me. I don't think I saw your Telegram. So be sure to hit me up on Telegram, and I'll make things right. I promise. I'm sorry. And then Kini Wu. Yeah, DCA. I think that's a surefire win for a long term for sure. For me, I like trading. I see it as sport. Is it smart? No, it's not smart. Don't copy me. Don't copy my trades. I just like it. So this is something I'm doing. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for being here. Let me know if you guys like these market updates with these news. If you like it in the live format, I'm really going through some kind of like identity crisis shift, or I'm going to do a personal, a dedicated video. I don't like doing dedicated videos for this, but I'll do it if I get a lot of that. What do you think about staking on Binance as a stake? No, I don't think anything's safe. Maybe Binance is safer than other exchanges. Like, I think it's safer than other exchanges. I don't think it's safe still. Anything happen, I just don't know what's happening behind closed doors with Binance. And I'll put Coinbase in the same situation, crypto.com in the same situation. It's time to let's just sit out of the market. And to me, right, I'm playing this thing cautious. My big holdings, right? I've set aside 10% to be kind of reckless with it. But if you want to play cautious, the whole goal here is to survive. Okay, in a bear market, your goal is to survive, in my opinion, not to make flashy moves, not to do all that stuff. But it's just to play it safe and survive. When a bull market comes in, okay, let's roll. Let's get into these higher risk projects with more, with more at stake, but not right now. So that's just my opinion. But thanks for asking that question. And guys, thanks for being in the live stream. Let me know what you guys think. I kind of like this. I'll see you guys in maybe a few hours. Talk CNFTs with a couple other guys. Thanks for watching, Cowboys.